Hey guys, this is Byron Hamilton and welcome to our webinar. It's great to have you with us. So this is an opportunity that comes along once in a lifetime, once in a generation, and you have to be at the right place at the right time. So let me tell you a little bit about this and paint the foundation for this. In this first portion, I want to really give you a landscape of the cryptocurrency world. It has come into center play in our time in history. Several years back, 10, 15 years back, cryptocurrency was something that the geeks played around with, or the underworld transferred money backwards and forwards for their nefarious activities. But it's come center stage, it's come onto Main Street. And that's primarily because of President Trump. He has legitimized it in terms of wanting to make it one of our mainline currencies here in the United States and available to spend around the world. So what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency basically is a digital currency, a digital coin. And that may scare a few people, but we have been operating with digital currency probably for about 20 years. Started with PayPal, being able to transfer peer-to-peer, meaning one person to another, paying those bills and holding your money in PayPal and paying another person without going through the banking systems. And so since PayPal, we've got Cash App, we've got Venmo, we've got Zelle. You probably get paid with the direct deposit. All that is digital currency. It's movement of money in a digital format, zeros and ones, from one account to another account, even bypassing the banks. You can pay it to another person. Well, cryptocurrency is very similar to that, except it bypasses the banking systems altogether. You can trade with it, you can buy and sell with it at coin exchanges online, and you can pull it out of those exchanges, of a layer one exchange, and pull it right into your bank account. So that's the digital world in which we live, and it's going to become more and more apparent. The dollar, the American dollar, and other currencies around the world are plummeting in value. What you could buy 30 to 50 years ago, you cannot buy now, not because of the inflation of those prices, but basically the deflation of the American dollar. And so we can't buy what we used to be able to buy. When President Trump was elected in November 6th, one of the very first things he did was to elect a crypto czar that would be part of his cabinet at the White House. So within the first month, he had appointed David Sachs to be the crypto czar and to work with other government agencies in regulating the crypto industry and taking away the roadblocks that were there from the various government agencies like the Treasury Department and the IRS, and to remove the barriers that these agencies were placing on cryptocurrency. There are several lawsuits against Coinbase and Ethereum, and also Kraken, I believe, when President Trump came into office, that were in play from the previous administration. So when he came into office in January the 20th of 2025, within the first week, he had signed an executive order authorizing the various agencies within the federal government to coordinate the crypto industry so that the United States could be placed center in terms of the crypto capital of the world. That's what he wanted. And also to authorize the federal government to have reserve currency in terms of cryptocurrency. And so they have accumulated something like $19 billion of cryptocurrency now. And so on March the 7th, he actually held his first cryptocurrency summit at the White House, and he had all the bigwigs there from the crypto world. The stage is being set for cryptocurrency to become mainstream, and we want to alert our family and our friends, close associates, with the opportunity of getting involved in this while it's still young, while you can have time to get invested and see that investment grow and really take off and explode. Now, Governor Abbott of Texas has done the same thing. On March the 31st, he passed the State Senate Bill 21, which basically did what President Trump did, which is to authorize the agencies of the state government to position Texas as the #1 state for cryptocurrency in the union, and also the authorization to stockpile cryptocurrency as a reserve currency within the state. Here's a little snippet of that.
Texas is getting involved early on in this process because we see the future of what blockchain means to the entire world. Texas wants to be the centerpiece of that. We want to be the home of innovation, and blockchain is the cutting edge of innovation in the world right now. But also, listen, we are looking forward into things like virtual money and virtual currency and in whatever form that may take. We know that the world is in a situation of transition right now as it concerns things like money, currency, banking, and finance. And so we want to create a framework that will allow all of that to excel here.
And then in July of 2025, the House of Representatives held their first crypto week and passed 3 pieces of legislation. The first act is the Genius Act, which is the guiding and establishing national innovations for U.S. stable coins. And these are all crypto-friendly legislation. What is that all about? Well, that's going to make USDC and USDT as stable cryptocurrency that will be then bank-grade cryptocurrency. So that's going to give legal tender to USDC, USDT as cryptocurrencies that can be operated through the bank. Here is a segment of Jesse Waters' interview with David Sachs, our White House crypto czar.
What is going on in the Bitcoin world that we need to know about?
Well, we had a historic day today. This was the first time that we ever had crypto legislation signed into law, thanks to President Trump's leadership. This was a campaign promise. He said that he was going to make the United States the crypto capital of the planet. And today, this Genius Act provides the first set of rules for what are called stablecoins or digital dollars, so that crypto companies can be in compliance, they know what the laws are, and the innovation can happen here in the United States. And this is the beginning, Jesse, of a revolutionary new payment system. It's going to be cheaper, it's faster, it's more direct. That's going to bring down costs for consumer. And it's going to strengthen the US dollar, because anyone in the world who has a crypto wallet can now start using digital dollars. And so you could start seeing in countries where the people don't trust their own currencies, you could see them move to the US dollar, and that strengthens the US dollar and creates demand for our US treasuries. So this is President Trump extending US dollar dominance into this new high-tech era.
That sounds like common sense to me.
So we are living in an unbelievable time for cryptocurrency. We wanted to have you take advantage of that. So the cryptocurrency concept is this. It's a digital coin, digital currency that is mined or created on a network. So in any given network, and I'm going to talk about the Texit Coin network, and that's TEXIT, where there would be about 1 million computer nodes that are networked together. And they're functioning and operating together, and various algorithms have been fed into that network, which the end result is the creation of digital currency, or these Texit coins. And so part of this algorithm is complex mathematical equations that are fed in every 3 minutes, and these computer nodes compete with one another to solve these mathematical equations. When a particular computer node solves that mathematical equation, it is rewarded with coins, digital coins, a couple of hundred coins per every 3 minutes. And so once a mathematical equation has been solved, there's 6 other computer nodes that have to validate that particular transaction and make sure it's authentic, make sure no nefarious activity was happening on that network, etc. So all those transactions, plus the transactions of digital coins being taken off that network and maybe traded on various platforms like DexTrade, where the people who own those particular computer nodes are able to trade those coins, buy and sell them. Well, those transactions are all calculated out. Computer nodes verify those transactions, coins coming back onto the network, into the wallets that are digitally held on that network. All those transactions are put together, and every 3 minutes, a ledger is created, a digital ledger to track all those transactions and the coins that are produced. And so over a period of 24 hours, approximately 95,000 coins are being produced, and they're then divided up amongst the various mines or the computer nodes on that network. And those people that own those computer nodes actually get those coins. That's the opportunity that we are bringing to you. And if you've got this video sent to you by a family member or a friend, it's because they like you, And they want to give you the opportunity of taking advantage of owning one of these computer nodes on the network here within the state of Texas. And ultimately, there'll be 35 redundant centers for that network across Texas. So if something fails in one area, it'll keep on going. The founder of Texit Coin is Bobby Gray. Bobby has been in the industry for 16 years. He initially created the very first Bitcoin coin. You've seen that coin with the B on it. His history has been in the minting of alternate currencies, gold, silver, copper, etc. Back in 2012, he was invited to go to the House of Representatives, a subcommittee, and talk about alternative currency to the United States government. And so he has a great history in this industry, and he is surrounded by people who are also gurus in this network. You have the opportunity of being able to purchase a computer node or one of these mines that actually creates these coins, digital coins, and have the opportunity of not just buying coins and trading coins, selling coins, but actually own the mine that produces the coins. It's a difference between having a case of apples and owning the apple tree. If you want to take that case of apples to the market and sell them, that's fine. But you can come back the next day and there'll be more apples available to you because you own the mine. So there's 1 million mines available in this network. And it's anticipated that within a couple of months, all of the mines will be sold. And after that point, nobody will be able to actually own the mines. They'll only be able to buy and sell the coins. So we wanted to get as many of our family members and friends involved in purchasing a computer node or a mine that produces the coins before they all disappear. A little bit about the Texit Coin opportunity and how it's positioned. So Texit Coin will be forever only exclusively mined in the state of Texas. Why is that? 7 years ago, China mined 80% of Bitcoin, 80% of Ethereum. That's not the case today, but it was back then. The Texit Coin is also limited to 10% of overseas ownership. So if you do live overseas outside of the United States, you will be one of 10% of people that can actually own these mines. So these mines are purchased for $995. It's crowdsourced. Why is that? So that big corporations cannot come in and put millions of dollars down and buy 51% shares of the network, and now they own the Texit Coin because of that, and they take it sideways, change all the policies, etc. So it's crowdsourced rather than financed by major corporations, and the maximum number of mines you can buy is 9. In fact, right now, you can buy 9 mines and the company will give you 1 free. So you'll have 10 mines for the price of 9, and you'll be mining coins from 10 mines. So based upon the number of coins that are produced on a daily basis, if you have 1 mine, you'll get a share of those coins. There's 95,000 coins that are being produced on a daily basis across the network. And you'll get 1 share of those, or 2 shares, or 3 shares of those, based upon the number of mines that you have. So this is a tremendous opportunity. The very first question that people ask, is it a Ponzi scheme? Sounds like a Ponzi scheme. Well, people say that because they have no clue what a Ponzi scheme is and what Texit Coin actually offers you. Well, a Ponzi scheme is basically you putting money into an organization, and that money goes up there, and all the people that were in first ahead of you get a portion of that money that you've put in. And then you got to turn around and try and find other people to get in behind you so that you can take a share of the money that they are putting into the organization. You really don't get anything in substance for that money. Well, that's not true with Texit Coin. You actually get a electronic node in that network, a share that you have purchased, and you will get an actual hard copy coin to represent your mine or your multiple mines. And on the back of that coin is a code that will be scanned into your app, and you'll be able to watch on a daily basis the number of coins that are being produced in your wallet. This will be a cold storage wallet, which means nobody can tap into it, see or work or take those coins. Now, I've got a Coinbase debit card that I carry with me. and that taps into my actual digital coins in Coinbase, and I can just put that down on that Wi-Fi scanner, pay for my coffee or whatever I need to do out of the USDC crypto digital currency that is in my account. That's amazing. And my coins are being produced on a daily basis. So that is the opportunity. And also, it's not multi-level marketing. You can get your mine or several mines, and those are in your name, and those mines are going to be producing coins for you from day one. And the value of those coins are going up all the time. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to tell your family and friends if you don't want to. You can take this coin and throw it in the back closet and put it in a secure place and forget about it. Come back in a year and look at the value of those coins that have gone up in the open market, take them out, sell them, get cash for it if you want. But what you'll be doing is producing generational wealth. Why is that? Because the network is set up to function for 137 years. Now, once all the mines have been sold, those mines will be producing coins for the next 136 years. 1 year has gone by already. So this is generational wealth that can be passed on to your children and your children's children. Put it into your estate planning if you want to. And this is not a scam. My wife, Lisa, and I drove up to McKinney, Texas to meet Bobby Gray to look at the mines, the network mine, and see how it all functioned and operated. It's right here in Texas. There's billboards all up over DFW area. $100,000 a month is spent on putting billboards up. Currently, it's advertised in 5 major airports across the United States. So people will soon be hearing about this opportunity and wanting to get in. And we want you to get in before those mines are sold and that opportunity is over. Then the people from that point on will only be able to buy coins and hang on to them and see the value of those coins go up and resell them. But if you can come in now and take advantage of this, you'll be able to actually own the mine, which will keep producing for the next 136 years. How good is that? Again, this is Byron Hamilton. Thanks for taking the opportunity to watch this video. Do yourself a favor, get back in contact with the person that shared this video with you, and they'll help you get positioned for great success with the Texit Coin opportunity. God bless you.